All right, we are ready to stream. 3, 4, 5. Testing. Hopefully the audio is good. Hello, everyone. There we go. It is sweltering today. I don't know how everybody else is. I know folks in the southern hemisphere are probably keeping cool, but it is hot here.
Only 35 in Tokyo.
Yeah, 35 degrees
right?
Celsius. Wild.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. For those who don't know us, I'm CJ. I'm a designer, researcher, and just kind of feral indie dev. And
I'm Mabbies. I'm an indie dev as well. Also a programmer and musician.
And we're part of Studio Terra Nova, which is a Tokyo-based design and games cooperative that does contract work and also makes queer narrative games. So we're cooperatively owned and sociocratically run, and we work in the daytime and stream game dev every Wednesday morning. So it is Wednesday morning now, and we are here with you, streaming. Our next stream will be next week, Wednesday, 10 a.m. JST, as it always is. So if you're interested, please feel free to join in. Notably, it was my birthday last week, so I am. Thank you for everybody who had the birthday wishes. It was really nice. I really appreciate it, and
You did a really fun stream.
it was a fun stream. To give you an idea of what went down, so I'll pull up my blue sky. I suppose. Yeah. So you can check out the video on YouTube, because we stream both to Twitch and to YouTube. But I took questions and turned them alchemy-like into sketch notes, and we had 5 questions that we got through in a span of about like an hour and a half or something, and they were very fun. One of them was just sort of like low stakes hot takes, so GIF or GIF. We talked about peanut butter, because everybody associates, or at least, actually, I was going to say everybody. People in the States tend to associate GIF with a peanut butter that's called GIF.
Yeah.
Nostalgic albums that I've been listening to. Been really into TM Revolution's Hot Limit. Very iconic. Someone just pointed out recently that the Yakuza
Number 8.
Number 8,
Wealth.
Infinite Wealth. Yeah, there's a side quest with a guy named Kazami Evolution, and it's definitely TM Revolution.
It definitely
yeah.
is.
And I just thought to myself, oh wow, he's like so pervasive in the in Japan. I think some people might not get it if they weren't a TM Revolution fan. What's your favorite dinosaur? What would they look like in clothing? We did a little Deinonychus. She's a granola punk, nice linens, loves killing. We talked a little bit about AI and art, and I think in particular just opinions around it. And me personally, I feel like I don't understand the using AI for art, because from an artist perspective, it kind of defeats the point of making art. For me, I have an ego around art, and so I don't really need to make it faster or more polished or cheaper unless we're talking about art as a commodity. And I think that's kind of the underlying conversation that we had, was that if people see art as a commodity, then they could see it as making more art means that you're more productive, or making art for cheap is somehow better. And I think there are many artists that would disagree with you on that. I think it's a fundamentally different way of looking at art than I look at it personally. Woo. And then last but not least, which queer haircuts would look best on which dinosaurs? So we had a
Very important question.
very important question. We were talking about who tag yourself, like who are you versus who you want to date. And I can't remember if I was. I guess now that I'm looking at them now, I'm like, well, I guess I am a curly bear. Look at that's the one that looks the most close to me.
True.
I guess I would date Mohawk raptors. Everyone looks really cute in this too. Maybe
Sure
the wolf
do.
cut. What about you, Mabbies?
Gosh, I think I decided I was Wolfcut Diplodocus,
Yeah.
and I would date Curly Bear T-Rex. Yeah.
So, that's what we were doing on last stream. It was very fun. Thank you, everybody who is sending in questions and everything. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to get into making a trailer for a game. And I don't often recommend people make trailers for games unless you're going to go through the work of like marketing them and stuff, but a trailer is a really great way of showing the game off, and also like if you're talking about something, I think it's easier to show in GIFs rather than GIFs. I think it's easier to show in GIFs or in motion rather than just screenshots, unless the screenshot is about like, here's this character art, or here's this environment and isn't it beautiful. So that's my personal opinion. Again, like you'll hit so many different people in the game dev worlds talking about so many different things. But I do think that a trailer is something that if you're wanting to market it outside of just being like, hey, check out my itch.io page, here's this thing, it's good to do. I am going to be the first one to admit that, like, even though I've made all of the trailers for our games, I am a video editing beginner / newbie. Like, well, you'll see as we're going through this. So I'm kind of learning alongside with everybody.
All right. I'm going to go get the door. We have a delivery. Be right back.
Okay. So FFOAM is going to be... I'm not sure how public I should be about this. We're going to be doing a little bit of marketing for FFOAM, even though FFOAM's like an entirely free game. But I made this game about art and censorship, and people seem to like it. So it's a game that I made in Decker, and FFOAM is short for the Family Friendly Online Art Museum, where people can explore different paintings, and all of the paintings are censored for a variety of reasons. So I took a lot of... I'm very inspired by classic and modern artists. I was going to say, like, there's not particular any movement that I'm very, very inspired by, but I took a lot of inspiration from various works in the public domain, and tried to understand the intent behind the author before I chose to censor them, because I wanted to censor very specific works of art. The thing that people really gravitate on is the test at the end of the Family Friendly Online Art Museum, which is the fart. And it is meant to be annoying. It is meant to be frustrating, because that's how I see online age verification. Is it's just a thing that people are going to to try to get past, to see the thing anyways. And so all of this money and time and effort and legislation is being spent to do something that, in my opinion, doesn't actually help the real need, which is if kids need help, or if kids need to figure out, like, if kids need space outside of like some domain, then I'm like blanking on the words here, but like basically I feel like I said it like better before, but kids need spaces where they feel like they can be themselves. Kids also need access to other safe adults outside of their parents. Kids also need to feel like they have a safe space to play and like make mistakes and stuff, and that there are adults looking out for them. And sometimes the internet is just like very individualistic, very Wild West, you know? So I think the fault doesn't solely lie on parents for not watching their kids enough. The fault doesn't solely lie on the kids for not being careful enough. The fault doesn't solely lie in one particular place, but I do think that legislating it, this particular legislation is like not it. So
It sure isn't.
that's the reason why I made this game.
Yeah. I personally tend to think that the direction the current legislation is going is quite backwards. It's mostly about trying to keep kids from accessing adult spaces. And really, I think the danger to kids online comes from adult predators who are showing up in kids' spaces.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I do agree with that, Matt. All right. We'll put a pin in that later. We can discuss that later. But we've discussed it a lot on stream. But one thing I wanted to do before we do this like video editing stuff is, one, we need video of the game, which is very, very short. But two, we need some kind of plan for how we're going to edit. Oftentimes I get into editing something and then I'm, thinking like, oh wait, should I be using this shot, or like what should I be doing? So, we'll call them storyboards because that's what they are. Okay. So in the game, for those of you who haven't played it, in the game there's like a walking around the museum part, there's a walking through, or like answering questions in the fart part, and there's also a part, the ending part, which I'm purposely not going to show, so we're not going to do that. But a part of that is because last time I showed it, I got a strike on Twitch.
That's true.
And it also proved my point about internet censorship being something that is very arbitrary, because it was a work of art that I was showing.
A work of art in the public domain, even.
Indeed. So no copyright. So I kind of like this start that says like, welcome to the family-friendly online art museum. We're a safe space for kids and advertisers alike to be free from controversial adult content. I might just use this as like, just that's the message, and then I like fade to black or whatever. So let me see what I have. So this is the text I think we'll do. It's not coming. Oh. I keep wanting to sneeze. It's not happening.
That's called a sneeze tease.
A sneeze tease? Oh. Okay, so what shots do we want to put in here? Was that an empathy sneeze?
I guess that was an empathy sneeze. Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Watch as like everybody who's watching this stream is also sneezing. Okay, so I probably want to show the fart. I really don't want to I don't want to show the answers, but I think it's okay to reveal just one. Actually,
you could also do a wrong answer.
Yeah, let's do that. So, and then as you will see, there's a image of the management that I think is really Alright, cool. Ta-da. Alright, so these are going to be our title cards. And these are going to be our scenes. So I'm going to put this down here as the second part. Recall that this has to take place within like maybe a minute or so, because like trailers shouldn't be like, you know, I mean, if you have like 5 minutes of gameplay, that's something that you can show, but ideally trailers should be like a minute, maybe not even that. Oh, here. Okay. I have an idea. So this is only in the paid version, but you can actually like draw on the sensor bars in the paid version.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this will be a fun, like, there. It shows all of the main things. So yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Is I want to do like somebody choosing a painting and then like maybe clicking on a painting and reading it, like a different painting, answering the fart incorrectly, this sort of like this is wrong management scene, and then using a censor bar to sign the management. So, hello, welcome to the stream. All right. So,
I have a title card suggestion for you, CJ.
sure.
I think the second title card, the "We are a safe space for kids and advertise life to be free from controversial adult content." I would split that into 2 or maybe even 3 title cards. So it could say, "We are a safe space for kids and advertisers alike to be free from ... controversial adult content."
If that's the case, I think we should split it into 2. So, like, for instance, something like this. Yeah, and then I think we could probably like do one. Maybe we should just do this. I don't want to include too many like cutaways. And then hi Kata, welcome. How does this look?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. All right, this is good. I'm gonna pull this away. This is gonna be my for my own.
Here on your reference screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So now, you might see that there is a. You might see that the interface has changed somewhat. This is because I'm now on my Mac. So give me a sec. Open up. Yeah. Cool. I want to make QuickTime We can just listen. It's probably. Um. Now, go figure out. Can we?
Start your screen recording, and then enter full screen, and then enter the video.
Yeah, that's probably the right. Okay. Select a window. Oh.
Oh, that was it.
It just a
Screen capture, not a screen recording, I guess.
It's fine. Entire screen's fine. I record entire screen. Let's do that. Cool. Another one. All right. Now we're gonna go. Definitely. uh, what was the last part? Right. Now we're gonna go. I need to. This. Stop the recording because we have to make 2 recordings. And then the other one is through
Version has
a
the
version.
drawing on the bars.
this is gonna be exciting because you're gonna watch me go sign something using my trackpad. So
Yes, yes. Question. Are you able to full screen your Decker?
yes, yeah. I just need to do the recording first.
Yes.
Oh, we're doing it now. Okay.
Under the Decker menu.
Right, right. Yes. Trying to remember. There's some short key or shortcut for remove toolbars.
Right.
Oh my god. Alright, hold on. I need to figure this out. M key. Oh, it's only on the HTML versions. Okay, I see.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're gonna stop recording and get this then, because I can pull up the HTML version. Alright. There we go. Question though is there, while you're making the deck and while you have the drawing tool active? Oh, okay. Hold on. I misunderstood that advice. So I have pencil. Okay, cool. That's fine. Now, um, quick time. Okay, cool. Oh wait,
Drawing tool, which
but now I can't
It's hard
interact
to
with
interact.
it, right? Yeah. Okay. So we actually do need to. All right. Sorry that this is taking time to get everything, but I shouldn't apologize. It'll take the time that it takes. All right. Yep. Okay, we are here. Here. Probably what I'll do is. Oh. Okay. it's missing one hand. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
Excellent.
Cool. Alright. And stop recording. That one does indeed. Do indeed wish to save this one. Okay, cool. Now that we have those two things done, we're going to load them into our Final Cut Pro. It's funny because, like, okay, so a long time ago, I got Final Cut Pro, and I just haven't stopped using it. I used to use iMovie back when I was like very, very, very new to video editing, but I think Final Cut Pro has a lot more like things, you know.
Management wants me to drink more water. Should I listen to them? I'm not sure. They seem a little creepy, but I do need to drink more water.
So. Hydration is good. Alrighty. So now we're gonna make a project in here. Trailer. Okay, cool. And now, alright. Wow, magnetic timeline. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make snips in the video in a way that will... Nope. Right now I'm just kind of snipping anything that I think is interesting into like pieces so that I can mix and match the pieces later on. I kind of like this one as the sort of so alright, cool. So now that I have done that, I'm going to go back to my regular cursor. Select. And And we're gonna take these pieces and just kind of block them together. So we don't, now that we know which cuts we want a cut of somebody, a cut of somebody using, looking at each of the three paintings, a cut of somebody who is clicking on a painting and reading, answering the part incorrectly, and then using a censor bar to sign the management. But yes, so that's why I'm going through each one. Ah, yes. Yeah, honestly, the reason why I keep using um, Final Cut is because I like just bought a perpetual license and I so far have not had to like pay for it anymore, and so that's been really nice. And but yeah, if it ever went to a subscription, I think I would just save the most recent version of Final Cut and then just leave it. Oh yeah. This is not. We need to figure out how to full screen this because this is kind of. Like to do is I'd like to sort of cut it here, so I'm not 100% sure. Hmm. Yeah, this is just still viewing it in the toolbars down a little bit because I don't need. Alright. Probably don't need this. For sure, there's. Alright, that's fine. Do 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 do. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, I see. Oh, yeah, there we go. This in a little bit. Slowly coming in. Ah, I've heard about DaVinci. I actually downloaded it, uh, and I kept coming back to my Mac for editing. Um, but yeah, I have also heard good things about DaVinci as well. Cool, great. So now we want to speed this up a little bit. Um, so we're gonna change the duration. I think. How does this work? I don't know. What did I do? Clearly, audio skimming. Okay, 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 okay. I'm just learning alongside.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to. I'm looking at a guide
Time
for
to ask the
this.
internet.
Yeah. Okay, Pro. Theoretically, it should be. Yep, we learned together. Extend or shorten clips. No, it's not exactly that. Retime. I don't 100% agree. Command R. Okay, cool, cool. So now this turns up normal. We want to go fast. Let's do 4 times and see how fast that is. That's pretty good. In fact, I think we could go faster. I wish there was something a little bit more like.
Something in between 4 and 8.
Yeah.
8 might be a little fast. We'll find out.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Um, especially for a trailer.
You could try 4 and then cut out some of the middle section.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, custom speed. All I have to do is
Oh, there we go.
on this.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's do 600. See how that feels. Because I think what I'm going to do is like cut the very last clip and then just have that, pause for just a moment. That's good. So I can zoom into this timeline. Keep going. All right, now I think you can like. I think it's this one. I think you can extend the clip, like so. Yeah. You don't need to extend it past like seconds. All right. wanted to see if I could find the like exact moment where I click on this. Like that's also another. I forgot that this is like microsections, I think. Nice. Cool. All right. So in total, all of our clips are like 1 minute 6, I want to say. Yeah, 1 minute 6.
1 minute 6, 1 minute
That's pretty good.
7, just about.
So with the read times on stuff, we're probably gonna have a little bit more. So we want. This is the other thing, is adding in adding in title screens.
Yep.
So. I think what we can do is we can probably just make the title screens in. We could make them in Decker and like screenshot them if we wanted to make it like really, really like of the vibe. Or I could just add in like a black screen. But typically, like when it comes to video editing, I found that any of the like Final Cut in tools don't allow me the same amount of editing that I would say like design tools might have. And I feel like that's I tend to like to do things in design tools and then just kind of add them into. Okay, so while I'm doing this, we could probably trim this. 1, 2. I think I want to cut this one because this one's a really fun shocker. 3. One of the things I learned while like editing videos is that sometimes I wanted to get it like right at the point where the click happens, but I think if people want to register, or like if you want to register that the click happens, you have to do like a second before the click happens and then the click, because people won't know what had just happened.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually pretty good. I don't think we need to linger that long. Linger that long. We can always like all of these edits are non-destructive. Like I'm not. Getting rid of this, like all of this original stuff is still up here, so it's not like
Should be easy to retime if we need to.
Yeah. Okay, 45 seconds is good for our clips. Let's see how they play. Nice. Yep. Great. Oh, that one is a random one that we didn't. Not sure where that click came. Okay. Now I think we should extend this out a little. This one. Nice. This is going to be like our stinger, I think, at the very end, because I
Yeah.
love a good.
I enjoy a good stinger.
Yeah.
I think the clip where you're signing as the management,
Yeah.
you could try to zoom that in instead
Okay.
of just cropping it, just so that it's the same size as the others.
Sure.
Up to you, but
Hold on. Let me see. Yes. Scale?
right. Scale.
Okay. Gotta figure out how that works exactly.
Go to scale and possibly also nudge
I see.
upwards.
That's pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. And then whoa. Position.
Left, right. So what's your ramen today?
Okay.
Ramen with salsa. That sounds pretty nice. And wakame. Yeah, that's how you spell wakame. That's how I spell wakame anyway.
white seems to be overly cropped, so let's give it breathe. Okay, cool. Now, oh. I don't really need to get this like absolutely perfect, regardless
Especially
of
if
my.
you have a title card cut in between it,
Yeah,
no one will
this-
notice, but
Okay,
yeah.
this is pretty good, I think. What do you think?
I don't like it.
Good. That was a good addition. Thanks, Matt. Yep. Cool. All right. We're gonna save this project because it's good to save often. Please don't always save your work. Very important. Okay. So now we have our main like pieces. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in. I think I have them. We're gonna put in placeholders for the title cards. I think I have some kind of.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more water, and I'm gonna get you some water too. You also have to drink water.
I appreciate it.
The management says so.
The management says so. You know what? I think I just want a black screen. That's just what I'm gonna do. Let's make a. All right. Tortilla is great. I just had some homemade salsa. I was very inspired by Kata to make some salsa. It's very, very nice. And, this one. That's a bit. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
Our house, the management is mostly our pets, and they're not too big on art censorship, but they are very big on snacks.
Yeah, they love snacks.
And making sure people are in the right room.
Yes, Jello loves that. Okay, we're gonna export this. I think it's gonna take me a little bit more time to mess around here to make some of the placeholders look actually good. So.
They're placeholders. They don't have to look good.
Right. Well, sorry. Make the placeholders into actual title cards.
Yes.
Is what
First
what I
make
meant.
placeholders, then yeah, make the actual title cards, and that will be more time.
Yeah. Okay, so. Now we're pulling this placeholder.png into here, and we're gonna pull it here, and we're also here. I'm checking my game planning. Okay, we need two placeholders.
Seven title cards total.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 7. Okay, cool. Yes. So now we've ballooned it up to 1 minute and 30, which is actually fine.
Not too bad, although some of the title cards probably don't need to be as long as the default.
Yes, I agree. I think we could probably put them in at like duration. Change duration. 3 seconds is kind of. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Actually, you know what? 5 seconds might actually be the right for the longer text. And then change duration. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. 6 seconds. Usually I kind of like gut check it because, you know, if it. And then I think this one is going to be. One, two. Anti-censorship Game Boy Luminous. 3. So this one will probably be like more like a 10 seconds is actually fine for this. So while we're running this, I'm gonna pull over this game planning document. As I mentioned before, I think it's good to have one of these because like a lot of the decisions that I'm making are ones that are based off of this very like generalized storyboard. Okay, so if I pull this over here, you'll be able to see it. Hopefully, yes. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run it from the top. All right, so welcome to the Family Friendly Online Museum, or FFOAM. Here's the cursor of the page. We're a safe space to be free from controversial adult content. That's a little long. And then clicking on a painting, reading it. To view adult content, we ask all patrons undergo an age assurance test. Enjoy getting foamed. Signed. Oh, you know what I could do is I could take this. Hold on. Clip this really small part. And then do a last like jump scare thing in the back. It's a good idea, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think so. But just for a split second. Okay. More split second. Not even that. Even more split second. Shorter. Yeah, there we go. Great. Excellent. Um, cool beans. All right. Here we go. Um, so now we have made a like a baseline game trailer, which is awesome. Um, Probably what I'm gonna do is I'm going to brush up some of the placeholder cards either today or tomorrow, and then release the trailer on Friday or so.
Hmm.
But that is the trailer has minimal sound. We will probably I'll probably take a look at putting together some kind of like ambient sound or finding some like free ambient music for streaming or whatnot. Or if you have some spooky tunes, Mabbies, let me know if there's any.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But the game itself has like very soft sounds. It's like walking sounds. Like there's a sort of cancel sound or like a you got it wrong sound that we can probably put in here.
Yeah.
I have those bass sounds in my my foam folder here. There it is, sound effects. Have our museum sounds, which we'll put in here. Then HEM wave. Can you? I can't even remember which one this was. I don't want the siren one.
Was it Power Down?
Maybe it was Power Down. Nope.
Nope. Nope.
I can probably look in the base file.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think this one was the confirm. The confirm one was the one that we used for this one. I just can't remember the. Oh, maybe it's the hurt one. No. Not so confirm. Oh, it was steps.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, cool. I got him. So we'll pull. Confirm one we're not gonna pull. We're gonna pull this one. And then those will probably be our two big sound things. Nice. Excellent. What do you think?
It's looking good. Shaping up well.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay, so I will probably. This seems like a good stopping point, and I think anything beyond this is going to be another, like, longer work session. So I think what I might end up doing is stopping for now, and then y'all will get to see the results around Friday or so, because I want to release things out into the world. So, while we're doing that, I want to. I mentioned the game, but you can play Foam for free on. Oh no. you can play Foam for free on itch.io. It's fun. You can also pay $2 to draw on the sensor bars, which is also pretty fun, as I showed you. I did the art, writing, and programming. Mabby's did some of the sound effects, and Coffee Veil and Bat also had a sweet sounds pack that we got. And it was made in Decker. And as you see, if you want to even go down in the comments, there's lots of really fun, silly comments about Foam.
Yep.
Highly recommend if you want to play it or share it with your friends. I'm going to put it in the chat here.
Hey, I just noticed something, CJ.
What's up?
In your description on itch, it says, "Welcome to the family-friendly online museum." And it lost... There's no art in there.
Hey.
There should be an art.
Yeah. I need to do that. In fact, I can do that right now. Good catch. Alright, cool. Now you get to see the back end of all of the... This is where the magic happens.
Hey.
Ta-da! Here is the... this is the game. It is going to be part of Indiepocalypse issue 79, which is going to be a fun one. I wonder if you can go to the... Yeah! It has not been released yet, but it soon will be. It's going to be a really exciting like zine of different games. I will also say that the paid version comes with a PDF, and in the PDF there's like interviews about why I made the game, what like my inspirations were and everything, and a lot of the stuff that I haven't mentioned here I mention in the PDF, and I laid it out myself because I'm a zine freak. So but Pizza Pranks is super cool. They actually sell these like cool cassette tapes with the Indiepocalypse like zines and stuff in them. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, they've been doing this for a while, and I think it's super cool.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, there's lots and lots and lots.
78, in fact, I suppose.
Yes, soon to be 79.
Yes.
With pineapple. So, you should come check us out. We're going to be streaming again on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. We're also looking, this is just kind of like Twitch specific, but if there's any like small time, specifically queer like indie dev creators that are like streaming after us, like during or after us, we're kind of looking for somebody to raid to or otherwise like support. Obviously, like, it could be anywhere around the world, but, like, queer indie game devs are preferred. So, if you're streaming your stuff after us, let me know. Usually I just kind of, like, drop the stream, but it would be nice to just, share things with you. So, all that to say, I'm just putting that out there in the universe, and we'll see what comes back. Is there anything else that I missed? Yes. If you like our stuff, you can we support ourselves in 3 ways. One is through client work, which both of us are actively looking for new clients.
True.
Through sales of our games, and then also through Ko-Fi supporters and donations. So if you like what we do, consider donating. I was going to say, I don't think we talk too much about this, but here is the Ko-Fi account, oh cool, you're looking for a queer artist. We can catch up after this, and
Yes.
Depending on what the artwork is. But yes, we have a Kombini Coffee Club that we do that's like $150 per month, which is about like 200, 250 yen
Yeah.
ish.
I think when we made it, it was about 200 yen, and we ended up switching our prices to USD just because that was a more internationally understood currency.
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, not a lot of people understand what like value in yen is. Um, so we want to add new tiers, but I'm also trying to make sure that we are uh, trying to make sure that we're kind of like doing it sustainably. So, yep, that is it. Thank you very much for coming. Please, yeah, even the Bank of Japan doesn't know value in it. So true, so true. So thank you everybody for coming. Have a good day, and we will talk to you next week at 10 a.m. JST. So same time, same place.